Hey guys, welcome back to Golden Aesthetics. Welcome back to Swole Patrol. This is Artemus Dolgin. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for your input on my Instagram and my Facebook. Thank you so much for checking out my website, goldenaesthetics.com. Working on releasing an amazing line. It's called Bodybuilding Bloodlines, and we're gonna do a separate clothing line for every legend in bodybuilding. Something very similar to Roots of Fight, but it's gonna be done for our sport. So we're gonna start with the Myth, Sergio Oliva. We're actually signed with him. This is our first deal. And now I'm working on talking to Franco Colombo, Tom Platz, Lee Haney. So it's going to be pretty awesome. An amazing support and a legacy for these amazing legends. And I feel like it's going to spread the old school bodybuilding more and introduce to the youth the real legends, the real aesthetic phenomenon, I would say. And my ultimate dream, of course, to make a line for Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we'll see how that's going to go. But I promise you that it will be done because I'm very focused. I'm also working on the releasing a new collection called Golden Boy that's going to come out probably in 2 weeks. It's an amazing clothing line. It's really high quality. Everything is made here in Los Angeles, California. I decided to stay here because this is where the roots of bodybuilding are. This is where the quality is made, and I want something that's made here with the tradition and the feel of United States of America and of course Los Angeles, California. It's a beautiful dreamland. It's a little foggy today, but still nice and beautiful. I'm still on the beach doing this video for you. I want to tell you today about Classic Physique Division, what my thoughts on it, because a lot of people asking me, are you going to compete, what are you going to do? Of course I want to compete. That's something that I wanted to do from the get-go when I started competing in IFBB, and I was told that my proportions were off, but they don't know how to compare me and where to put my physique into. So I kind of laughed and decided to do this platform of Golden Aesthetics and promote old school bodybuilding. It became really trendy because I was very powerful, and the Louis Marco, the guy from another YouTube channel, was also promoting Golden Aesthetics, and he was really against the bubble guts, and that's something that really worked out very well. And Arnold, and I think that it also integrated into this really awesome effect. And I feel like IFBB caught the trend, and they saw that it's trending and it's something that needs to be done, and there's some money to be made in here. And now they're creating all this publicity around the Classic Physique division, and I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna jump in it right away because I want to win and I want to own it, because it's something that I was dreaming about myself. There's a lot of progress that I have to make in order to become a Mr. Olympia, and something that I carry within myself. Every time I go to the gym, I have that image in me, you know, it's some vision in me that I try to work on every single day, and I try to reach that image every single day. And I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna, you know, sit back and see what this division is all about, what the criteria are, what they're looking for, because again, I'm stepping into someone's game. It's not my game, so I want to see what the rules are. And again, I don't want to talk about politics and none of that, because it's still going to be there, because it's the same organization, the same judges, it's the same everything. So you can guys not expect something fresh, something new. It's still going to be the same type of bullshit, but I'm happy that the step was made towards the right direction, that something that's classic is becoming really trendy, and people are tagging it, people are doing it. Everybody's talking about the old school. There's a bunch of pages popped out about old school classic division, and I hope that actually comes from the heart. That's something that came from my heart, and it's not coming because of the trends and what people looking, what people liking, what people clicking, because there is a lot of it in fitness, unfortunately, and people like to copy stuff. But I don't want to talk about negative things, because I think there's a lot of positivity into it, and we're going to try to bring a lot of positivity. And I'm very happy to see all of you guys tagging me into your vacuums and showing off your vacuums and showing off classic physique poses and stuff like that, because I think it's truly important thing, and it's truly important trend in fitness right now, in bodybuilding. It's something that's really changing it and putting into the right direction. So as I said, I'm gonna hold off, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna look, I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna keep working on my physique and improving my physique and improving certain body parts to bring the symmetry. And of course, there is another game that people are not understanding. There is also an art of posing. I don't really know, and we can recall anyone right now that can do the same thing that Muhammad Makawi was doing at Kearney, or even Arnold or Frank Zane, and that takes a lot of time. It's a science and it's an art, so you have to really nail it. You know, it's not men's physique, and it's not, you know, what bodybuilding is today, because if you look at the posing of today, it's entirely different, and it's more of a size game rather than anything else. The same thing in men's physique, it's really uncertain, the poses are really a little weird, so this is going to be another side to the sport that's nobody really paying attention to. So I want you guys to focus on watching the tapes from, you know, older Olympians, 75, 76. You can find them on YouTube and look at the Bob Paris posing. I think he was one of the most tremendous and amazing posers of all time, and I think Muhammad Makawi was probably very artistic, and he knew how to hide his weak points, and as this bodybuilding is a visual thing. So this is my views on the sport. This is my views on what this division is going to be. I really don't know. I know there is a body weight, and there's by certain height. I'm really not going to tailor my physique going into a certain category and try to fit in. I'm just going to keep working on bringing my proportions, bringing my symmetry, and I'm going to see what I'm going to end up. I'm hoping to go on stage probably somewhere within next year, probably by the end of the year. I feel like this is going to be the point where I'm going to be ready. Again, I don't really know. I'm not going to push the envelope because I don't want to, again, compromise certain things, compromise my business, compromise my physique, just to go on stage, because a lot of people are really eager to jump into it. I just really don't want to participate. I want to go and win, and I want to go there with confidence. And the only way to go with confidence, and when you look in the mirror and you see that it's spot on, just like Arnold said, it's all on point, wait until you see it. So this is my views. I'm really happy that something like this happened. I feel like I don't want to sound cocky, but I feel like this is something that I contributed a lot with, doing what I was doing and promoting what I was promoting and going into the different direction. And finally, my efforts paid off, and efforts of other people that actually contributed to this division. So I'm very happy that something like this happened. I'm very happy that you guys are supporting me, that you are behind all this, and you're making this shift, and you're creating this platform, and especially all the young kids that are looking up now to Frank Zane, and not, you know, the guys that are trending in magazines and stuff like that, because I feel like the old school, this is where the artisanship of bodybuilding, this is where the aesthetics is, and I'm really happy that we're going that direction, and I'm very happy to lead that. Thank you again, guys, for subscribing. Thank you again for checking out my Instagram posts. I try to write everything from the heart. I try to write everything that I'm going through currently in my life, and to share this my success and my failures with you, because I feel like it's very important. What I'm experiencing right now in my life is truly surreal, because I would never could imagine that I will be in California doing things I'm doing, and meeting Franco Colombo, and now meeting Sergio Oliva's son, which is an amazing guy, Sergio Oliva Jr. And this is the guy I was talking about at the beginning of the video. We were gonna do the clothing line, The Myth, because many years ago, I was 6 years old. I was looking at Sergio Oliva poster in underground gym in Russia, in a very small town, and in a million years I would never imagine that I will be designing clothing for him, and now I'll be talking to Franco and other things. So just go for your dreams, guys. Go for broke. Don't listen to anybody. Just do you. Focus on you, and don't worry about negative comments. They don't mean shit. The only thing matters is what you think of yourself and where you want to go. So thank you again for subscribing. Check out my website, goldenaesthetics.com. By the way, I released an ebook on waist trimming and vacuum guide. It's a very practical book. It has everything to a point. It has my personal diet, how to carb cycle to get rid of bloat and fat around your stomach, around your waist, and then how to use corset, how to use a belt, how to use vacuum training, how to train your abdominals, what exercises to avoid that are gonna thicken your waist. I think it's a very practical guide, and it has everything that you need to know. There is no bullshit in it. There is no supplements. There is nothing like that. I just put all my practice, all my experience, and experience of other old school legends that I had pleasure to meet and talk to into this really short book that's gonna actually help you and benefit you, and it has really amazing reviews. You can guys find it on my website and download it. It's not very expensive at all. So thank you again for subscribing. Thank you again for watching. My name is Artemus Dolgin.